everyone, and welcome back to Steel Division 2. Today with my very first 2v2. Or actually, I might have tried 2v2 a very long time ago, but I can't remember it. So I will consider that my very first 2v2. I am playing as the German, and well, I arrived in the custom game, and there was one place left in the German, so I asked these guys to politely wait for me to pick my battle group, which they did. And so I already knew they were playing with 15 infantry and 2nd Infantry Indian Head, and that my teammate was playing with Panzerlehr, so I decided to go with Panzerwerben Straswitz. Why? Because I wanted to pick off these Churchills from afar, mainly. So Straswitz is a good idea to do this. But anyway, you know, I just wanted to have fun, and I thought Straswitz would be a good deck. Now the problem with me playing 2v2 for the first time is I don't know these maps. I've never played this map. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I think it's going to be fun to watch anyway. And indeed, it was a fun game, which is why I'm casting it. I told my the guys here that the game would be casted. And so here it is. It's coming. So, with 15 infantry on balanced income, we have a Dead Rat in a Tube. And so this guy is going to be playing me directly here. So it will be the 15th infantry. And playing with the 2nd Infantry Indian Head, we have Replace the Lamp right here. And you gotta give it to these guys, these team players. They do find odd names. But yeah, anyway. And my teammate here, Riri le Geek. So most likely French. I did a live version of this game, but I realized I left the Simpson game will start soon icon the whole game. I was doing it live. So if you guys want, I could upload the live commentary, but you know, you would have this ugly thing there hiding during the whole game. But anyway, so here we're gonna do without. Let's take a look quickly at the deployment. Our opponent will go fast for this flag, and he's going to have a lot of defensive around here as well. Our opponent here will go fast for this flag and this section of the forest, and some defensive here. He's going to go here as well. Most likely he wants a foothold to be able to invade that town, and he's also going to be there. My responsibility during this game was this whole section, because this guy was he was guiding me a little bit into team games. So he said it's 6 flags each, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all of that was mine basically, and he would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? I was swindled? What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. So I had a bigger portion, but he did send help here. You know, basically he did take care of this area. So it doesn't matter really much. Let's take a look at our deployment. No, my teammate here said he wasn't very experienced. I think it kind of showed a bit, but he did pretty well either way. So he's opening here with Stomp Pioneer, Panzer Grenadier, with the Panzerfaust, and 2 of them actually gonna go into these woods. He's opening a strange choice, but he's opening with a Vespe 105 mil leader, a Panzer IV, and Aufklärer. So on this side he's gonna go like this. Here he's gonna be a little bit light, but there's a Panzer Grenadier there. There's another Vespe around here, some Pack 40s. One Pack 40 that's going to unload here for some reason. The other's going to go there. I have to assume this is because of the AI. And he probably unloaded here, and the AI decided to go there. But anyway, Panzer IV, Panzer III leaders are going to come into this forest. And now we're getting still him. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Let's... There you go. That's gonna go better. Okay, alright. So, machine gun. Oh, that's me. And that's him. So there's a bit of him, there's a bit of me here. But basically, we're gonna go and take this down. I have a recon here. I have machine gun here, and I have my Panzer III leader right here. Here, I'm gonna go with a Pack 40 right here to cut the road. I'm gonna go take this forest because I acknowledged right away that the enemy would probably want to go for that, or that it would be a good place to start an invasion on my zone here. So I'm sending 2 recon, the TNT one with the anti-tank. So there's gonna be 2 recon in here. And the rest is going to be machine guns taking place in this forest with a tank here. It is a Panzer III H. And then, so I knew I was fighting either 15 or 2nd Indian Head. They both have good infantry for forest. I have nothing for CQC. So I knew I needed to take this flag and this area pretty quick. But I didn't necessarily want to engage in the forest. So, I did what anyone would do. Oh, I have a machine gun here as well that goes there. I'm going there in force. So, I do have a Panzer IV, 2 Panzer III H, 1 Panzer III leader. I'm starting with a Flak 43, a Flak 20 mil, and some infantry as well. And I'm gonna have 2 TNT recon troops gonna go there. So, I'm planning on taking this here. Not going super deep, but, you know, just enough. So, finally, the time of the battle is here. And, yeah, let's start this. It's due. Oh, shit. I forgot to put the audio into the there you go. Now you guys are gonna be able to hear the game audio. All right. Ain't it beautiful to see? Kind of makes me think of that game Blitzkrieg. You would fight with a lot of these. Anyway, there is a typhoon already starting up. I did have flak, especially for this reason. He's coming in with defense force and field engineer. It's going to be hard for me to get in. But I do have my Panzer Grenadier that's going to go into the open ground here. And I have my TNT units here in the forest. He's bringing some Daimler AC. And he's bombing also my 20 mil. But the Daimlers are going to die pretty quick. I do have Panzer Foss. I'm shooting right now, but being pinned down. I got my tanks on the move fast order here. Here, it went pretty well. I saw units coming here, so I unloaded earlier. And now we're going to walk the rest to kill that unit. Daimler going to get smashed by the Panzer III. I'm going to capture this flag. So that's the reason why I brought a tank here. I wanted to make sure to be able to capture this flag. So now I'm capturing all of my flags. My teammate here definitely got overwhelmed by all these rangers. And now he's going to be a leader, so they're going to be 3 stars. It's going to be very hard for him to take back the ground. So we're going to be 12-12 for a while because of that flag not being captured. And I guess this is one of the things I didn't enjoy too much from being in a team game. Is that if you do very well... And no, I'm not saying I'm doing very well right now, but I did capture a flag more than I should have. But it kind of cancels out because of your teammates. And I imagine in 3v3 and 4v4 being even worse. So this is something I was a bit wary about going into team games. But here we are now. You know, it didn't really bother me that much. It's just now that I think back on it, during the game I was like, away! You know, I was like, let's go! Capture something! But anyway. Alright, so my tanks are coming in. I am fighting against Fiat infantry here, which is pretty dangerous. I've already lost a tank to the bazooka. So now I'm gonna fall back with my tanks. I'm gonna let the infantry do the work. They are 1 star after all, thanks to the leader here. And I'm just gonna stop here in advance and leave my tanks behind. It looks like I did lose my... No, Panzer IV still there. It's a Panzer III. I lost... There are some Churchill 6 coming in here. And these one are the one with the 105 mil armor. Beautiful beasts, for sure. These are very nice looking tanks. They're there in the open. They're slowly coming. I'm calling in another Panzer IIIs. I'm gonna call in some infantry to come and take position in the woods there. For sure, I knew my enemy would come and try to dominate here, and he would have if I tried to go in the forest. But I'm not gonna go, except for these engineers here. But I am fighting off other engineers. My opponent here was destroyed by 3-star infantry. Naturally, he's using his Vespa to bomb these guys, so that's a good thing for sure. And he's got his other Vespa here shooting as well. He's gonna move his leader close by. The enemy does have a recon here. More fighting occurred here. I was trying to get the Churchill with my Panzerfaust, but now I have no choice than to move in with the tanks, which is why I moved this infantry up as well, so that I can counter the Piat if they're to happen. So there you go. Now I'm engaging the Piat infantry. He's got much more units here, but he doesn't know what I have, so he's not pushing in. First Churchill dead. I'm gonna fall back here, and I do have my other infantry that unloaded. Pretty calm in the middle. Nothing really is happening. Does have a lot of flamethrowers in these woods. Alright, so the Vespa are doing excellent work here in the forest. He's gonna bring more flak, more Panzergrenadier, Panzerfaust. Sherman's coming in for replace the lamp. All quiet now. Of course. Okay, airplanes. And guys, trust me when I say this is just the start of airplane spam in this game. It's just a start. It's gonna go deeper and deeper and deeper, and there's only so much I can bring with Panzerwerben. I do have these Flak 36 in phase 8, which means I have 3 of them. I do have these guys, I got 6 of them, and then I have the 4 mobile Waffe, but these guys, they're bugged right now apparently, so yeah. They're still good, they're just not as efficient as they could have been. The mobile Waffe. Alright, more reinforcement coming in as I see these Churchills. I want something powerful. But overall, I'm going to be able to hold my flags like this. Still a bit of an artillery war around here. He detected his Rangers Marauders with his own Aufklärer, so he's gonna start trying to kill them with the Vespa. He is using advantage of that radio, so that's gonna be pinpoint accuracy. There you go, there you go. Nice move there. Same thing with this guy using radio range as well with this dude. Alright, enemy started to bring some Howitzer 105. And this is what I was personally afraid of is all the artillery that these guys could afford that are much better than what I personally have. I only got 4 half-track mortar for the whole game. Bring pack 40 for the middle of the road here. Another pack 40 is going to come here to protect that road. So, you know, I just wanted to make sure no tanks come here and try to pepper us from the side while they also push from the front. That would be deadly to me. So at least I got a pack 40. It's going to come here, can shoot there, can shoot here. And this guy, same thing, can shoot here. And he could shoot here as well. So I've got a nice, you know, basic defense here for anti-tank. And I do have some Flak 36 and 38, so 3 Flak 38, 1 36. Fokker Wolf, strafing a little bit. That is mine indeed. I saw the M1 gun, wanted to destroy it before it was too late. I saw these guys, so I lured them into my AA first. And then I started attacking them. Don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, it's the AI controlling it. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any killed, but yeah, the fucker roof, they turned very badly, so it's unfortunate. There you go. I'm gonna try to get the kill on that engineer leader. And I get it. Lots of troops here for my opponent, but I'm not sure if these guys will do the trick. You have lots of tanks too. 2-star Panzer 4, Panzer 3 leader, 3-star Panzer 3. More recon coming in here. I want to see what's going on in these woods or in the roads. .12-12. I guess we could advance this a little bit. There's not much happening right now. We are in phase B. The artilleries are gonna start pummeling this area. They're gonna do a good job as well. Tank's gonna have to retreat. Fokker Wolf down by the Spitfire. And that was my bad micro. Now, we are on fast forward, guys, so we're just gonna wait till something happens. I'm not sure if you see that. I was preparing myself for an assault here. You know, I brought a lot of Pioneer SVT, some Panzer Grenadier. I bought Panzer 4, T-34, and I'm gonna start bringing more and more stuff, and I'm gonna go for this flag. I was thinking about which flag would be easiest for me to attack on my own, and this one seemed to be the one where there's the least amount of resistance possible from this side. And once you get the forest, it's hard to dislodge you. So yeah, this is what I was aiming for to get. Panther D's coming in with a leader, so that makes them 2-star. Still preparing for my attack here. Oh, and there you go, we're moving in. I brought my tanks a little bit forward. these machine gun, they come with anti-air half tracks, so that's definitely going to be a good thing to do. And there's the attack. We're gonna watch it in a cinematic mode. Alright guys, so we did capture the flag for the time being. I'm bringing some Flag 38 as reinforcement right away. He started to shell me with his artillery, with his mortar 107 mil. Now, the might of the air power is going to be seen from the Allies forever, but I do have a lot of pioneers into this forest. I'm going to try to get away from the hot zone. Hot zone being this here, where there's fucking artillery and airplanes shooting everywhere. My opponent has brought Panthers, Panzer IV, and all these things there in the open. There isn't a single recon there for him. I guess there's this guy, so that should be good enough. There we go. Panther dead by the P-38. Artillery's gonna start smashing on them as well. And a lot of M18 Hellcats, and these guys are pretty terrifying. They're fast as well. Panther D bail out here, so there's only 3 Panzer IV left. Here in the south, we're starting to gain a nice bridgehead. We're gonna move in our infantry, take out the 6-pounder there. In the north again, the M18 Hellcat are using their nimbleness to creep in the battlefield and kill pretty much everything. Everything died, which is too bad. I think that Panther D, 2 Panther D here could have made a little bit of a difference. But oh well. Oh well. It doesn't matter that much. There's a renewed attack here as well, because I wanted to take some of the pressure off of here. So I started advancing with my units. And the risk of dying here, I decided to advance in everything either way. Alright, both Churchill down. Rudel's going away. Alright, so he brought this guy here to kill my tanks, and it did work, unfortunately for me. I do have more Panzer IV coming in here. My tanks are dying from the 6-pounder. And even that, there are infantry here with Piat. So there you go. My offensive crashed here. It didn't really take the pressure off, but it did succeed here. So there's always that to consider. Opponent still stuck with not capturing this flag. So it is back 13-11 for us, since now I've captured this flag and this one as well. These are xylophones shooting up, and they are located right here, exactly. 114, there's two of them. Definitely gonna do a lot of suppressing, but then he answers back with a Nebelwerfer 300 mil. He's got two of these guys. Although a bit behind, still get some suppression. P38. These guys are very hard to push back. Christ. All the anti-air in the world did not do much. Now, he did bring a counter to my Panzer IV. I can't see what it is. Oh, I think it's the airplane that killed and suppressed these guys. But the counters are right here. M10 Churchills. I'm venturing a little bit. I was thinking, now that I got this flag, maybe I could actually walk and take that flag there from the enemy. Move in with the pioneers here. Half tracks as well. Go in the open with the Panzer Grenadier. But there is a lot to contend with. But he cannot send reinforcement as I got my Panzer IV here. So, sending reinforcement, he could actually, but he had to take the long way. So, even that, I could be seeing him. I got a T-34 here for shooting what comes down this road. I brought a mobile wagon. That's what I was looking for my words earlier. It's the mobile wagon. There you go. Fucker Wolf also helping out here, suppressing these infantry. Almost made it. I would have needed a lot more infantry and support in the middle. And even that, there are some Piat infantry here. So this is a pretty, it's a dead alley, I would call that. Lots of kills. Lots of kills. But you know, the important thing to do is to try. And we tried, and look at this mass grave there. Anyway, here comes the airplane again for my tanks. Oh, infantry. These these AA are way too far behind, but I don't want to risk them bringing too close. Having more infantry that's gonna come in these areas now. We're at speed 1. Alright, gotta be right back, guys, in a second. Just bear with me. Alright, thank you for your patience. I'm just told my wife to get me some coffee. Politely, of course. And, alright, so he's bringing a lot of reinforcement down here. It's shit is going down. He's gonna want to take back the ground here. And, of course, with all these typhoons, I think it's gonna be easy for him to take the ground back. Anyway, bringing my Stuka here for some of the tanks. There you go. Pretty successful there. Rhino are hard to kill frontally. And I could only shoot frontally in this area here. Although I did have my Pack 40. He's going to bring Gabby to destroy me, but it's going to fall back now. I do have 2 mobile wagon here. And how's it going here in the south? In the north, sorry. Lots of shelling from the enemy, but not much. I was really scared of these long tom, and now here they are with the command giving them a boost on top of that. Here I supported my teammate with pioneers to go into the forest, and now with his stump pioneers and my pioneers, these guys are going to be dead in the water. Still no attack here, but here he is with a Panther. I'm here with my Panther. I've decided to hang back and just give him a tank for support. It's a Panther G. And so, whoa, that lag. So these are pretty good. And what else? I'm bringing some pioneers as well. Doesn't look like these are seeing a lot of uses, unfortunately. Oh, well, he is reloading. All right. Oh yeah, I guess he's shooting all in this place, which is great. So here we're working together because, you know, while I had that flag, I'm losing it slowly. While I had that flag and was trying to push there, I knew we needed to push somewhere else and do something and hurry up. So I'm bringing some Tigers here. My Panzer IV died to the M10 or Churchill, either way. I'm bringing some infantry by foot, and they're going to be covered by the Tiger and the T-34. Oh my god, Lord. P-38, P-38, P-38. Look at that. 2K bombs each. They're destroying everything. It's not even fair, but it is pretty historical. I'll tell you what. It kind of feel like you're on the Western Front right now, and these are Western Front units, so it's pretty cool. Well, is Pennsylvania a Western Front unit? I think it is. I believe it is, but either way, yeah. So I'm just gonna fall back here. I'm not gonna advance too much. Now we've lost that flag. We're back to 12-12. Rudol is dying, but we did take them out half their points. So that's always a victory. I'm not gonna try to push here anymore. That was a complete disaster. It was made to support these dudes. There you go, another death here. I think this guy is not gonna survive now, but maybe. He could survive. Anyway, T-34 doing his job. There are some Achilles here now. These are gonna be very dangerous. For sure. I think I was aiming for it, and now I'm going with my Fokker Wolf because I'm going for the open top tank destroyers. A little bit of suppression, but nothing much. He's gonna try pushing, but I am defending pretty well around here. Now here we've almost made it. We've got my own troops, we've got his troops. Together in cooperation, we're gonna capture this flag, and there you go, it's done. 14-10 for us as we capture this flag, and this flag. Now there's a lot of enemy here in the oh my god, look at that. I mean, Jesus Christ. Jesus H. Christ. So I think my Tiger is dead now. Yeah, it just died. And the enemy are just gonna retreat into their lair. Sorry guys, my coffee just arrived. Thank you. Alright, I'm calling another tiger here. Shit is starting to get fou pou dav around here. And for you English people, it means foutu pourri d'avance, which is, actually, I don't know what it is in English. We're gonna start moving here with SDKZ 251-1. Because I don't want to risk too much. I'm also got my Pioneer. My goal here is to go as far as I can and try to take this flag as well. But he is bringing M10 destroyers. I was trying to make a breakthrough here. I did bring my Panther G more forward. He's helping me out here with the veterancy, which is nice. Now there's a, yeah, he's putting his 88s here. Here is good. A lot of good air defense here. And they do have veterancy as well, which is nice. I'm going to come in with Stuka. Try to get these M10 destroyers. And there you go. 1 down. 2 down. And there you go. Fuck these guys. We're going back home. And now these engineers are not going to be able to destroy the FZQZ. Here it is still lost ground, although I did bring more reinforcement in the form of Pioneers. I have 20 cards of Pioneers with half-track in this deck. The half-tracks are going to start getting shot by the Piat. But that's okay, because my Pioneers are now inside the forest. I'm gonna try to clean house a little bit at least. Ah, God, that is good coffee. T-34 2-star coming in as well to help support. Oui, il est réveillé. Oui. Alright. Ricky le Geek, he's starting to push here as well. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Oh my God, look at these P-38s! I mean, it's impossible. You cannot compete with that in 2v2. I don't think you could. As the German, you would need a very specialized anti-air deck for that. Because not only do you need 88, because yeah, my teammate was saying, yeah, you know, don't worry about the air, I have 88 mils. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's just gonna suppress them. But in the long game, if you don't kill the airplanes, you're gonna be royally fucked. Because eventually your 88s are gonna run out of ammo. And, you know, they're gonna hit target either way. You're just gonna suppress a couple of them. And, yeah. So, and I think all my teammate had for anti-air is 88 mils, which is pretty bad, I think. But anyway. So together, here we're pushing. I'm gonna bring my Panther G there to shoot people from distance. He's bringing a Panther D himself. Yeah. At this point, my teammate was telling me to stop pushing because, you know, I really wanted to push far. And it was like, stop pushing, stop pushing. But on the contrary, I wanted to push. I wanted to take this flag because otherwise, I mean, we're not going to win this. We're not going to win the long game. Our decks, we're the Germans. The Allies, they can sit and wait all day long. And with all the airplanes that they had, and I knew all the artillery that they had, I knew we had to finish this game as soon as possible. We can't compete against that. So, yeah, this is why I wanted to keep pushing. And, you know, in a way, I will go for this flag for as long as I can. Now, my Panther G could shoot at these guys, and for some reason he decided to shoot the little trucks first. But anyway, that's okay, I guess. Here I am taking care of his Shermans at long distance, doing what I'm supposed to do with the Panther. Oh, look at that! How beautiful is that? Holy shit, here comes the plane train. And this is why I'm saying, this is why I was saying oh shit, he survived. We absolutely need to push for flags and get and we need to get more than 1311. Anyway, I started retreating my tank here because I didn't want to get two M10 destroyers completely fine shooting at me. The way I'm stressed here, I wouldn't be able to aim, but there goes the M5 gun killing me either way. Now here, I decide not to push again, but, you know, I am capturing this flag. I am putting a menacing presence. This guy cannot push in the open, especially not with the T-34. He did not make use of his artillery yet, which is strange. Oh yeah, he's getting shot here. Meaning he doesn't move his infantry. He doesn't move his artillery after shooting, and it does look like they stayed there a long time. They're even getting shelled and not moving, but anyway. I guess the dynamic in 2v2 is extremely different than 1v1. Riri le Geek is starting to help me out there with his airplanes. I don't know why. There's way too much buffers here. I really didn't need that, but I do appreciate the fact that he was helping out. But really, it's here we need to capture this flag. I am bringing a lot of machine guns, and they're all coming here with all my Tigers and with the Aufklärer there. Let's take a look. And these are all anti-air aft-track as well. There you go. Now we're gonna start advancing. I think the Tigers are a bit in front of us. Is it them we hear? Oh, they're over there. Do you see them in the distance? Yeah, now you see them behind that tree. Right there. There's the Tigers. That is beautiful. I hope there's some wearaboos watching right now. This is pure orgasm for you guys. Let's take a quick look at the Tiger. Look at that. And this is my anti-air half-track doing their job. You know, trying at least. Doing their best. Holy shit. Look at that. Oh shit, that's my Stuka. Damn. Alright, so now we've advanced a little bit. We're gonna unload the machine gun soon. There you go. We've unloaded the machine guns. And the machine guns is gonna start walking the rest. Oh, fuck, motherfucker. Yeah, the machine guns are gonna start doing the rest with the Tigers. Providing long-range support. Oh shit, there's the airplane! We're not gonna be able to cover all of that. Holy fuck, it's going down. We're still there, still advancing. Holy shit, this has vibes of 1944 Normandy. Or even 1945, close to Berlin or something like that. Alright, we are killing some airplanes. And I wonder who's killing them, because it can't... Oh, well, we do have mobile wagon. Yeah, I brought mine there. So mobile wagon with all these 88s, and there's Flag 38s now. for sure we're gonna start finally killing some. It is still 13-11. Nothing has changed in the front line, which is why I kind of permitted myself to take such a big cinematic view here. We've lost all of our abstract except for one. There's more P-38 coming in. I'm gonna bring my mobile wagon closer. I do have my fighters here. They're not gonna do much against all the buffers, but you know, it's nice to dream. Now I'm bringing a Panther G here. I'm gonna bring to attack there with the Aufklärer. And I'm gonna ask my teammate to bring the 88 just a little bit more in front so that he gets full access to the 2K range. Alright, nice supporting 300 mil. That's gonna go for his artillery. That's gonna do good because now the long tom here are shooting at his Hummel. Oh, so he did bring artillery on my side to help out. That's cool. That's pretty nice. To try to take out the Bofors. You know, although I do think maybe it was a bit unneeded. We really needed the support right there to start pushing. I think that's the moment where he told me to stop pushing. I'm not sure. Which in a way he would be right because we're 14-10, but I really wanted to make sure. I think I'm gonna try to push for this if I remember correctly. The game was a couple days ago. I told these guys I would upload the very next day because I did it live, but when I looked back at the replay, I had this this thing. Anyway, Panther D. Führer from Riri Le Geek coming in to help out with the veterancy on the Panzer 34. Very nice of him indeed. And he's also bringing some Pumas and more Panther Ds. But I think we got this place covered. I mean, there's no need to put a lot of points there because we're not going to push for these flags anymore anyway. And there's a lot to contend with. Whereas here, we're doing an absolute breakthrough. And, holy shit. The xylophones didn't even kill it. That's how much they suck. So here I am. Tiger, Panther. We're starting to kill these things. I got more machine gun here. And I got the leaders as well coming in. Long Tom started doing their business. Yeah, it doesn't look like he moves his things often. He needs to be more... He did move them from here, though. I guess it could be hard to... when you're attacking both front line like that. We were constantly, you know, playing here, then you play here, then you play here, then you play here. It is pretty exhausting. Now, slowly by slowly, he's going to take care of his anti-air, which is great. These dudes started shooting, finally. They're shooting at him. Oh my, look at all of that. It's like a personal unlimited off-map there. Look at that. It's the same as an off-map. Yeah, that's where I told him move this a bit forward. Kill these dudes with that. You know, you gotta take full advantage of your range as a German. Alright, so I didn't know I could see there, but I can. So this is something I did here. Let me explain why you see that. I was getting shot by artillery from and big. Well, no, mortars. I take 107. Anyway, my tanks were getting shot by artillery, so I figured I'd give them the move, attack, back up, attack, back up, attack, back up, on and on and on and on, so that they would always be moving, and a lot less chance than being hit by artillery. So this is what this little dance is all about here. Stuka doing some great job against the M10 destroyers. Flak 88 finally using his range, killing stuff. Now they're gonna come in with the half tracks. Try to take this for us. We're taking back this flag here. 14-10 again for us. Wizards out of ammo. There's still these long tom, but I don't know if he does have ammo for them. These one are already out. Now it's gonna be good luck for him to take this back. They got 5 minutes to do so, and he does have some Achilles, which are pretty good, but accuracy kind of eh. I guess that push is keeping his teammate busy, so he doesn't help. I'm not sure it was really needed, but it sure as hell did put the pressure away from there. And now, these guys look like they're fighting alone. They didn't look like they helped against us. You can see here. Oh, replace the lamp here. Dead rat. Okay. Okay, they're both fighting on this side as well. Alright. Using the seize order, my friend. Don't do that. Fais pas ça. Parce que c'est vraiment de la merde. The seize order is really bad. You don't want to use these smart orders. The only smart orders you should use is for the artillery to counter battery. Alright, the enemy will put some... They do have a lot of off-map here. It's not gonna help because while we do have troops there, we can just bring our troops forward on the side as well. I'm bringing more tigers. 2 tigers with a Panther leader. He's still shooting at his stuff. He does have supplies, so that's very good here. Putting the suppression on these dudes. Panther D is gonna start shooting at these dudes. The buffers. M5 gun finally dead. This is the Stug, 3 Stug anti-tank Stug that I brought. I got these in phase A. I never used them, so I figured they're cheap, right? They are 65 points. They do have a little bit of HE shells, I think 5 each. But I told myself, fuck it. I'm gonna push with these dudes there. I'm gonna push there with the Panther. Make sure I secure this place. 13-11 now, 2 minutes 52 to the game. Everything died here as expected. I'm still doing the dance with my T-34. And I do have this machine gun to shoot in the middle of the road. I brought Panthers around there. That's actually Riri, and that is me. Tigers. You know, the open ground is covered there. We're still fighting for this. We captured back with my pioneers. Stug are making their way. Long toms are being resupplied, and they are shooting at the Nebelwerfer. Really should move them as soon as you stop firing. But anyway, Panther G fighting the Achilles. This 1 star versus 0. 1 star is gonna win on this side. 13-11. I wonder what happened to the plane train. I think they did lose quite a bit, but as I say that, this happens. They do have a lot of typhoons, so this is dead rat in the tube. wasting their shells on these 65 points too. That's fine by me. Now I'm bringing some grenadier. There you go. I'm gonna push now. I'm gonna push real hard. And this is basically just artillery here that... I don't think their artillery did serve them a great purpose in this game. So I'm gonna be pushing there. And now I'm pushing here too a little bit. I don't know who's got the seize order. There you go. I'm being bombarded by planes, so I've unloaded here. I'm gonna keep this dude coming. I'm calling more infantry reinforcement. I'm moving in the open again, trying this again with the Tigers. And here I've successfully taken that flag. 59 for us. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good fucking game. Thanks for the planes. Jesus Christ, I did not expect 2v2 to have so many planes. But it was fine. I mean, obviously the allies there, they needed something to capture. Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to push the open ground, they would have been pretty fucked. Although, you know, the 15th Infantry does have access to a lot of 17-pounder, which would have been good for them. And, but I guess the allies need something, because what I'm noticing whenever I play team games, whether it be 10v10 or... I only tried 10v10, 3v3, and now 2v2, I believe. And the Axis always dominates the open ground. You know, that's a given. So I do agree, in a way, in that matchup, that the allies did needed those planes, especially on that map, that were not to their advantage. But yeah, you know, it was late at night. I was looking for a game. I saw this. I went to custom game and I saw this 2v2 waiting for one player. I was like, oh, all right, but I don't have any 2v2 decks. And if I were to remake my decks, I would definitely put more anti-air. Like, I wouldn't choose Panzerwaffen. I don't think, definitely not a good division for team games, I think. Not enough anti-air, especially with the mobile wagon being bugged. I would have definitely picked something with a lot more anti-air power and artillery as well. But that being said, I did the most kills. I'm happy about that for my first 2v2. My opponents were really not as experienced as I was, though. I think they were level 14 or something like that. And I got there in the game, I'm level 47, like, hello, don't kick me. But, no, yeah, it was fun. So then we have replaced the lamp in second position there with 5,000 kills. And then we're going to Dead Rat in the Tube with 3,000. And Riri le Geek with 2,700. In terms of losses, Replace the Lamp suffered the most loss. Then it was me. And then Riri. And then Dead Rat in the Tubes. Let's not look at the chronology, but let's look at my kills. Panzer 4G did well. He killed... Oh my god, he killed a lot of Churchills. That's pretty good. I think overall my tank did pretty good for themselves. Churchills did not have much of a chance there. Rudolph did kill 2 tanks. This guy did okay. Nothing really out of the blue there. Out of the extraordinary. I mean, Panther G, they were okay. Did 2 Achilles. Yeah. Yeah, I did not do a lot of damage there. Let's go take a look at their profile if we can. So this is Replace the Lamp. No rank game. So I'm going to assume this guy played teams games only. 281 games, 46% ratio. It's okay. Well, especially if you play team games, I expect it's not always your fault if you win or lose. Riri le Geek here. No rank, so doesn't play 1v1, I think. Multiplayer, 46%. Oh, wait, that's the same. You gotta press twice. Ah, there you go. Riri le Geek. He does have rank. So he does play 1v1. 6 victories, 5 defeats. That is very good. 54% victory. So that is, in my opinion, that is pretty good in 1v1. Very new. Like he said, he was 55 victories, 83 defeats in multiplayer. Half and half divisions played. And can we look at Dead Rat in the Tube? Nope, we can't. It's too bad. We can look at my profile though. (163 victories, 74 defeats, 67% ratio, 107 games with the Allies, 135 with the Axis. I do have an Axis preference. I love the Axis divisions, but in the meta, you really need to play... Well, not just in the meta, but sometimes it's fun to switch. For Allies, Allies are really all about that spam. That quick infantry, early game, stuff like that. They're good for Vanguard and Maverick, I find. Multiplayer, I got 2K games, exactly just 2,000. That is fine. That's sweet. 1150 to 849, 57% ratio. Although, you know, that is because if I were to reset them, I would have more, because I started getting good at about when I was about 700 games in both sides, I think. So about 1,400 games I started being good, a good player, I think. And now it's just been going up and up and up. And yeah. But anyway, so these are the profiles. We can't look at Dead Rat in the Tube because we're viewing the game as him. It's how this game works. But yeah, I think it was a fun game, and it really opened my mind up to 2v2s. So we might see more of these, maybe. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good night.